Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the stream. I'm Sam, that's Cody, and we are the Final Central, and you're here for Tuesday Night Pugs, or that's what we're hoping to be here for. But we're currently waiting on some people to join the queue and to get a match underway. So if you're interested in playing and having a game casted tonight, all you gotta do is be in our Discord, !Discord in chats to join up, and then head over to the Final Round Pug waiting room. So yeah, hop on in there. Cody, how we feeling, man?
Feeling good. We're gonna try our new system again in hopes for not to lag a bunch, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm feeling good though. I'm having a good time. I'm excited.
Absolutely. So if you guys aren't familiar, again, this is a weekly series that we do here on the channel on Tuesday nights. It's a way for you to play some games with some new people and also to have your games casted as if you're playing in a tournament. Also, if you're interested in casting, you can join our Discord, submit us a ticket, and we will try to get you on the schedule if you are looking to get some chops under your belt. So yeah, glad to be back though. Personally myself, I've missed a couple streams over the past week because I was gone, and we're so back. And I've realized, of course, Discord updated, which means Vincord did not update, which means now Spotify is being paused by Discord every 2 seconds, and I just infuriates me so much because I don't understand why it does it, but that's really cool. So yeah, and I don't really know what to do to fix that at this point.
Jog,
that's my life.
Thank you. Thank you.
But yeah,
that was very sweet, Jog. Thank you. I appreciate you.
W tier 1. Let's go.
Yeah,
let's go.
Thank you, Jog. I appreciate you. That is so nice.
Yeah,
all the love.
Well, we do need just one more in the chat in order to get this game underway. So if you've got a homie or a friend that you can bully into joining, go ahead and have them join up so that we can get this thing underway. Because if not, then Cody and I are going to play ranked and we're going to subject you to that. So that's...
I don't want that.
Pick your poison. Do you want us tilting or do you want us casting? Take your pick. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. But, yeah, I like the 100T jersey. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. They should do Saturday morning pugs. I think more people will play in it. That's a good point. Sunday is normally... The problem is, like, for Saturdays is because there's a lot getting ready to spin up. Like, literally this weekend is PHL close quals. And then from there, like, for the next probably 6 to 9 months, it is esports every single pretty much Saturday from there on. So we're involved with, like, casting and things like that at that point. So... yeah, it's kind of like Tuesday night. Maybe a different day of the week could work, but as of right now, this is kind of the week that we got at the moment, unfortunately. But yeah. So, Cody, anything new with you? Do anything exciting this past weekend?
I didn't honestly do anything that exciting. I kind of just hung out and enjoyed life. I'm not gonna lie, I know it sounds boring, but I did build a new PC, or currently building. I'm waiting for my graphics card to get here. So that's exciting. As soon as we're done with the stream, I might actually go do that. I don't know.
Gotcha. Yeah. Lemon Texas, you guys ever planning on doing pugs not on a Tuesday? I can't play much weekend or weekdays. We were just saying that it's something we can think about, but there are other pugs going on Sundays, for example, with Ape Squad. And then it's pretty much starting this Saturday or next Saturday for like the next probably 6 months is Finals Esports between like PHL, Crest League, like a bunch of stuff. So yeah, we're involved with like all of that. So probably not, unfortunately, for the right now. But if possible, maybe we can spin that up. But yeah, that's unfortunately where we're at with our schedule, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Tilting and casting, wouldn't that be tiltsing?
Potentially.
Yeah, that's a saying. Yeah, for sure. What GPU is it, Cody?
A 5080.
Yeah.
The least price to performance card on the market. Possibly.
Yeah. Gotcha. It sounds like people are not playing private match. The issue was patched. So if any of you are not playing pugs or interested in private matches because of the bug that was going on this past weekend, that has been patched according to Oscar. Just FYI. If you are interested in playing, but that's holding you back, just know that apparently that has been fixed from the man himself. That is what he relayed to a few of us. I forget where I saw that, but I did see it.
That's fine. Yeah, I can fill as a player and cast at the same time. It's fine. We can do that.
That's valid. You're gonna do that?
We do only need one person though, so you know, if you're just watching, not a bad idea, honestly.
Sam observes. I observe and cast, and Cody has to cast his POV only. So, uh,
Yeah, we have confirmation that it was fixed, so shouldn't be any issues with private matches.
hey, 1 sec. Well, it is 8:30. We could just go play. Like, we could just play pugs and join the queue ourselves. If you'd like. Or you were saying you might go build your PC.
I mean, yeah, I guess we could just play for now. If it opens up, we can cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good solution. Let's do that.
All right, let's do that then. Watch Iron Lung with the boys in queue. Can you even watch that not in theaters currently? I feel like that's not like available. Yeah, I'm down. We'll just run it. Let's see. 1 second. Hold up, this might be a little buggy. Hold on, chat. 1 second. All right. Oh. Right. 1 sec. Hold on. I'm going to kill the YouTube stream, chat. Weekend would be epic. I would play. Man, a lot of people asking for the weekend. I'll see what I can do. 1 sec, though. I have to fix my camera. Hold on. Hold on. Where is my camera? All right. I just quit my job. The weekend could work now. Damn. Wait, you quit your job? That's crazy. All right, we're still back. All right. I'll launch the game. I guess for now, Cody, should I just stop streaming to your channel if you want to pull up your stream? Oh. Cody, should I just
Vote for captains. Vote for captains.
What?
should I just stop your stream?
I'd keep going, I guess.
I mean, it's just my POV right now, so.
Yeah, I mean,
And that sucks.
I was
Next to Sec.
saying that
You
I
suck,
think just a bunch of people think the glitch is gone.
Okay.
I'm guessing, or we fell off. There's two options. Could be a little
Vote
bit both.
me,
Vote for
bro.
me!
Vote for
Vote
me.
me! We're all gonna be voting for ourselves, bro.
Don't you get 3 votes? 2
Me
votes.
and
Oh.
Jog, this is gonna be goaded.
Nah,
Old,
bro. Do me and Cody.
Oh.
Do
chemistry.
me and Kobe. Me and Kobe. Cody.
Me and Kobe. What the?
Me and Cody.
Hold on, I'm just
my bad.
spamming votes right now.
Me and
It
LeBron.
doesn't work, bro.
All right.
I'm just making it happen.
What's up, Caesar? How's it going? Welcome in. Yeah, so basically what's going on right now, chat, is we're gonna be filling in until we have enough people in queue to actually start casting some games. So that's pretty much what's going on right now. So yeah, wait, my idea is actually happening. What is your idea? No. I'm gonna be observing, I think, for now. Cody, Turtle's gonna take your spot. Oh. Cody, Turtle's
I
gonna.
saw that. I saw that. We're good.
Okay. So 1 second. All right. Sorry for the mix-up, everybody. I think we might actually have a game. So give me 1 second. And yeah. Nothing much now. Just did a phone interview for a company in Long Beach. W. Go.
All right. Hello.
Hello.
It all worked out in the end.
Wow, patience really is a virtue. All right, time to bug things out again. Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. All right, 1 second. I have to fix things. 1 second. Where is this? Hold on. All right, I think we're back. Is my camera back? No, my camera's not back. Sag. All right, 1 sec.
We're ready.
1 sec. Okay, now we're back. Oh, we're so back. All right. Yeah, we're good. We're gonna go.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
All right. Starting the game.
All right, here we go, everybody. Oh, finally have a game.
I'm gonna say it to myself so I can feel better about it because it's almost my birthday, so you gotta be nice to me. And I'm gonna die soon because I'm gonna be 23, which is when they take your legs. They take your legs at 23. Sam can vouch.
They do. At 29, they take your other leg too. They just take one on 23, and 6 years later they take it on 29.
Yeah. They're like, we're back. You got to take the other one. But no one tells you that. Everyone just wears fake legs, so you think.
Wait, so
anyway, so regardless.
Oh wait, my game's open. Just get me out of here.
So we're loading in Bernal, but regardless, I think the reason why people are joining is because of the glitch. Okay, because I heard around that there was some other pugs were not getting a lot of matches because of the bug. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe people don't know, but now you know is that the bug is fixed, and we're going into Bernal, and it is a great match of 3 you know, wonderful people on each team. We have Kai, Jog, and Aquavex on the Boundless. Looks like jumping in with Kai here, standing still, but has the Game Boy M11, one of my favorite skins, Sam. I don't know about you. And looking at Jog running the typical repeater. Hopefully his shots feeling on today. It looks like they're already moving towards the vault. Aquavex with the Shack 50 has a nice little angle here, but I'm wondering if they want to get height, and it looks like Jog is doing that exact thing, Sam.
Yeah, Jog's sitting up on tie up here with Aquavex. Aquavex on the Shack RPG C4 Dome Shield Wombo combo. You know and love it. It's been a classic for about 2 or 3 seasons now. And we're seeing him take pad now. RPG inbound on the Tactical Turtle. Does connect and take down some damage, but not enough to actually confirm a kill just yet. Boundless now chasing down Turtle here, looking to confirm this first kill. A pick onto the medium here would go big, as it does take defib out of the equation. And that heal beam, which has been absolutely popping off for the last few seasons. And down goes Turtle finally. Boundless finally catching up with your target, but Kai actually dying as well in the process. Agent Penguin gonna get winched by Aquavex there and does go down. Last remaining is Kai, but with that sniper rifle is able to take out Aquavex, making the fight a 2v1 situation. Kai now trying to look for the kill onto Kai. Might actually find it here. Does find the melee. Down goes Kai. Jog, though, getting a defib onto Aquavex. They're going to look to trade this out onto Dakad. Dakad going to dash away here and use his kiting abilities to maybe keep himself alive and get a res here, Cody.
Yeah, already kind of just great plays from Dakad here, but Aquavex coming in might get the winch. Looks like it interrupts the res here. Dakad kind of in a really tough spot. Hopefully maybe someone will coin in, but is it really even worth it? That's kind of the question, Sam. Not too sure. It looks like they're going to give him the res, and the live wires are going to be able to reset and go for the next fight, and the Boundless are now plugging the box onto A.
So one thing you mentioned, right, is it worth it to coin there? And I would argue no. The vault fight's kind of over, as we're seeing now. Boundless already plugging that in, and coining is just gonna kind of waste resources that you could get for hand res, right? We are looking at Dakad now. We've seen him already be lethal with his sniper rifle, especially with the dash melee follow-up that he's been hitting throughout the evening already. A nice shot on Dakad, Jog there, but not enough to actually confirm the kill, as he does start to get healed up, it looks like, from the H+ out of Kai. Gonna look on Jog now, though, to see what damage he can return. He does find a pick on a Tactical Turtle that was cleaned up by Kai there. Jog landing some nice shots here. Gonna go ahead and get the reload. Gonna continue to take this 1v1 against Dakad, and we know how talented Dakad is with that SR-84 sniper rifle. We've seen him play in other PUG events before and absolutely pop off with it, but down goes Agent Penguin. Jog finding one. Dakad now looking to equalize this fight, Cody, as he continues to rain the shots. Gets Agent Penguin healed up here. Continues to fight on it.
Yeah, jumping in with Jog. Already 2 are down on the live wires. Tactical Turtle taking a ton of damage, and Jog is able to get the kill onto the quad, and Kai picking off Tactical Turtle to get a nice wipe onto the live wires. Playing really well on the side of the Boundless, Sam. Already a ton of time out on the cash box. Probably have, what, maybe 20, 30 seconds. And you see that util there, the C4 is on. They have the stall ready. It's going to be a tough push for the live wires. I'm not too sure what the greatest push is here. I'd probably like to see a pad up, get that RPG off. We do see they're all kind of playing on top of the, what we like to call AC, even though AC isn't really much existing there. But jumping in with the Boundless, getting a ton of damage out onto the live wires. It's going to be a tough push. They don't have a ton of time, like I've said it before. And Sam, they might be trying to move it up. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, Boundless giving up that propane power position is definitely interesting here, because now we can see Tactical Turtle is up there and actually on his own power position, but unfortunately a positional breakdown as the live wires lose 2 there. That goes Tactical Turtle and Agent Penguin getting absolutely jumped on by Jog and Squad. Dakad, though, getting the trade out and looking for revenge there, does find the pick on to Jog. Aquavex looking to confirm the kill, and that is a wipe onto the live wires, Cody, and first cash out in favor of the Boundless.
Yep, the Boundless are playing incredibly well. There are no bounds to this team. They are playing as a unit. They constantly are just challenging Tactical Turtle, which is kind of the, you know, the person with the biggest health pool on the team. Having double light makes you very squishy, very vulnerable to a lot of things. And when you're running up against a heavy, especially when it's playing together with this team, it can be really, really tough to make that push or get any sort of momentum going. So I'm curious to see what the live wires are going to try to pull off here, especially the double sniper. I think it's interesting. It's possible to make something happen. Maybe they're prepping for that tournament coming next week, right?
Right, exactly. And one thing I wanted to highlight as well as we're jumping into this next fight is Tactical Turtle had the right idea with that positioning, and now we just watched pretty much the Boundless explode. What happened? That ended so quick. I was actually looking at my other monitor to work on the audio issue I'm hearing about in chat, but I do want to talk about real quick, right? Tactical Turtle, he had the right idea on that previous cash out of retaking height. Unfortunately, his team was just not with him there, which did result in, like you said, you know, the HML just dive bomb onto him, which resulted in the kill. And then you got 2 lights that, I mean, are just squishy against, you know, a triple comp like that.
Yeah, no, you are so right. I mean, the Boundless, honestly, starting to seem a little bit shaken up. You know, the live wires have now gotten a little bit of time to set up. They're in a good spot here. They're snipers. Having that height is huge here. We're going to try to see Kai hopefully maybe make some sort of, you know, angle flank here. Jog taking a little bit of damage. It's going to be a tough push, but they're absolutely capable of it. Having that pad for Jog to get his heavy up with Aqua, maybe getting a good RPG, and they do seem to be struggling. Livewire is doing a really good job at kind of keeping them at bay, keeping them as far as possible, which is what you want with a sniper. It's hard. You want to try to keep an angle constantly because if you shove, it's going to be really, really tough to get those shots. You have to be really good at what you do. And not saying they aren't capable, but it's going to be hard. Jog coming in with the pad, though, just like I said, already getting a good damage. Tactical little drop down. D-Quad getting picked by Kai. And now they're just looking for the other 2, trying to clean up something from the live wires. They're doing a great job of kiting here. Jog choosing to hold the body, doing off an angle, and now the steal's coming in. The question is, can they interrupt it? It looks like they were just using it as a way to bait out. Tactical Turtle taking some damage from Jog. Jog going for the steal. Kai able to get a great pick with the M11, and then in comes Tactical Turtle trying to get something else to happen, and it's not enough. Kai getting the pick on them as well. Down goes the live wires, and the Boundless are now able to take this box.
Yeah, Boundless moving really good there. And I will say, you mentioned earlier the live wires, right? They have the poke out of Ducad with that sniper rifle, which is great. And it's going to make the Boundless kind of rely on Jog, right, to actually get that damage in. Unless they find a good pad and RPG to kind of force him out of, you know, his positioning, Ducad, I mean. And overall, it winded up working out for the Boundless there. They were able to kind of move around, gain on top of the live wires, close that distance that we said was so important with this team comp. But now we're going to jump back on board with Tactical Turtle using this FAMAS here. Aquavex finding a pick onto Age of Penguin so fast. I mean, this is a crucial play. They're going to need to move with haste here in order to get a flip. We're going to see Turtle go ahead and try to make this happen. Kai trying to chase it down there. Kai, 1 HP actually. But overall, that C4 is going to take out Tactical Turtle as he was sniffing it going for that steal, Cody.
Yep, and the Boundless take it home with a clean 50K to 0. Man, that was a game to watch. The double sniper, I mean, really shined through in a couple moments there, but I feel like they really struggled to have a footing there, especially on Bernal, right? There's so much lack of, I think, powered positions, especially if you're not running suspended structures, which completely changes that whole philosophy. Bernal, really tough. It's about kind of bunkering down and just having, you know, a space to control, not as much as having an angle and height, something that we see that is so apparent in other maps. Looking at the leaderboard, though, the Boundless just overall doing a ton of damage. You can tell by the combat score that they were really just playing as a group, really, you know, kind of picking their targets together. Just great spacing throughout the whole leaderboard there, stat-wise. Weirdly enough, which I guess kind of makes sense, right? Both of the lights on the live wires getting some great damage. D-Quad especially with a whopping 3.9k. Just really hammering it in with that sniper.
Top damage in the
Tactical
lobby.
Turtle, though, yeah, that is a good thing to point out. Top damage in the lobby, which is really hard to pull off with the sniper. I mean, we saw him pop off just so many times, but Tactical Turtle really struggling to find a footing. You know, while they didn't have any eliminations, they did have the 2 assists, so that is the most assists in the lobby. Really just kind of what we've seen a lot, right? Medium really struggles to find a footing in a lot of comps, especially if you don't have the heavy, and I think we saw that there. I think they're capable of a lot, but that comp's just really hard to shine in.
No, you're totally right, and, you know, Tactical Turtle, he is the medium in a 2-light comp. It's very easy for him to get kind of aped upon by the HML squad out of, you know, the Boundless there, which I think resulted in, you know, a lot of those deaths. I honestly, just from what I saw, his positioning was really pretty solid throughout that entire game. It just is the fact that, like, he's a juicy target. I mean, what can I say? Like, you have Aquavex with the winch and RPG. It's enough to just jump on top of him and actually blow that up. So, yeah, it does make things pretty difficult overall for him, but nonetheless, I want to see him running back. I you know, think something could work out for him there.
Yeah, Sam, I'm gonna let you know. Probably might want to leave the queue.
Huh? Am I in the queue?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, whoops. 1 second.
Hey Rio, how's it going? I'm gonna catch up on chat real quick because we've been talking. Hi Rio, nice to see you. So glad. Jog, my birthday is February 6th. This Friday. I turned 23.
He's a youngin'. They're gonna
Yep,
take
they're
one of
gonna
his
take
legs though.
Yeah, they're gonna take my leg soon.
Just a leg. Which one are you giving
Yeah.
up? You giving up left or right?
I'm left-handed, but I throw with my right, so I feel like I should. That kind of complicates things. Normally, you would just. I feel like you give the leg that you're dominant with. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
I,
I guess
it's
you
kind
could.
of a tough spot.
I feel like if you lost a leg, right? I feel like it'd be easier to learn to use the other one than it would be your hand. Am I wrong for that?
Like keeping the opposite leg.
I think becoming ambidextrous with a leg is simply easier than
I
doing
agree.
it with an arm, right?
Well, because I feel like I really put like my right leg is my walking leg. Like I feel like I really am forward with that.
You push with the right leg, you pull with the left.
Yeah. Like when you're going up steps, like I'm thinking about the right leg.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It explains why your foot might have hurt in Sweden. Now you're mentioning it that way. I think you just walk funny. But I don't.
Yeah.
But it does look like we've got 6 in the waiting room, so we just need one of them to join the actual queue, and then we might have things underway here. I'm realizing all sorts of things, right? First of all, I'm realizing our ticker is not the right ticker, so we're gonna fix that while we sit
Cody
here.
walks funny theory. I guess you gotta go to Sweden and see
There
if
you
I
go.
walk funny.
Yeah. Yeah, Cody said his foot hurt while he was in Sweden. It's been on.
It really did hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
It did. He actually was in pain the whole time. I mean, I feel that. Last time I went skiing, I had that problem, right? Like, my foot, after skiing, I literally couldn't
I
walk
will
on it
say
for almost
though,
a day.
I think I just had bad shoes because I got some New Balances and my life has changed.
Oh, his camera died. Uh-oh.
Wait, my camera died?
Oh, wait, your camera's back. We're still back.
Oh, my camera's back. All right, cool. Anyways, I was saying that I got New Balances recently, and it's changed my life. So I think I just had really bad shoes.
Gotcha.
I didn't know that though.
I didn't either. I guess, yeah. So your shoes are funny
Always-
looking. What
Well,
are
no,
those?
if you feel like you have some problems, really just really check your shoes, guys. You might think they fit right, but maybe they actually fit wrong.
Yeah. Oh, this camera's dead again. Oh, this camera's back again.
Let's go.
I think it's confirmed. I think Cody's internet's just dying over there.
My internet's good. I think
I think your internet's dying, bro.
I have gigabit. I don't know. Maybe my boss was right. Maybe I do need to upgrade to 10 gig.
Could be right.
The next logical step is 10 gig.
Well, I guess it wasn't you that had like all the packet loss problems. It was Caesar, right? Wasn't Caesar the one that had like really bad
Caesar's
internet
internet
problems?
goes down like 20 times a day, bro.
Yeah. So maybe that's why.
Too much downloading, the throttling. Wait, yeah, Rio, you're a network guy. Help us out. Help us out. Fix this.
Oh, it's just too many. Cody's the one that needs help, but it's in more ways than just networking.
Crazy.
I don't know. Maybe your
Yeah,
new
I
PC
think
will fix it or
my
something.
camera's just tweaking. I don't know. Maybe the new one will fix things. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe it has a
it's gotta
better
go.
Ethernet port. I know like some motherboards had like bad Ethernet ports or bad drivers. Like Artie was telling me he had a problem and he had to get like an external Ethernet card.
My camera's tweaking again. Regardless, I'm looking at it, but I'm seeing the bitrate just dropped to nothing.
I don't know.
That's weird. Anyways, what I was going to say was I think when I first got my board, I did have an issue with the network adapter. So
Really?
it's possible. I think so, if I remember correctly. It was this computer. It was faulty. Like I had to remove the adapter and then install it via USB.
Oh.
I had to download it on a different computer, install it and the adapter, and then move it onto this motherboard. It was like faulty.
Gotcha.
It refused to connect. So it's possible. I mean, we'll see. I mean, that's what the new PC is for, is to fix everything. Speaking of fixing everything, I need to make the teams.
By fix everything, you mean introduce a whole new slew of problems that you weren't ready to deal with, right?
Well, yeah, probably.
For those of you that build PCs,
Potentially.
you know what we're talking about here.
Potentially.
Well, while we're getting the lobby underway, Cody, PHL is like right around the corner. Anything you're excited for?
LD2K. Have you tried using the pulsar? Actually, I have some things to say about pulsar, but you don't want to hear it. No comment.
Cody, yeah, Cody's not happy.
I've had some issues with this mouse. Just
Notice
saying.
that Cody's the one having problems with a lot of things, though. It's not the internet, it's not the camera.
You've had
the
your fair share of
mouse.
problems. You've had your fair share of problems.
I did live in a high rise, and yeah, turns out 27 floors sharing the same Wi-Fi band does cause problems eventually.
You've had your problems with things.
How about we move this last guy over and let's get going?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know. Is it really Bernal again?
Sam was also having problems with the software. I was having problems with the software, but it was because I had their own driver. I was lied to and said that they had the same Pulsar software for every mouse. That was just simply not true.
Sorry, we're picking a different map.
Yeah, no. Let's do Fortune. That sounds good. I blame Embark for all the problems. I will say, we said it earlier, the private match problem is fixed, according to Oscar.
Yep.
I've got
it is
receipts.
fixed.
I have receipts saying that it's fixed. So, if anybody's not wanting to play pugs or play private matches right now, know that that problem has been at least resolved right now. So, Cody, time for game feedback. I mean, hey, we could. I mean, we could pivot. How about they fix the game-breaking bugs? Which ones? I think they've been fixed. To my knowledge, all the game-breaking bugs are done.
The mouse one was crazy, I will say.
What was that? I had no idea that was even a thing.
The mouse one was crazy.
Yeah. I didn't even know that was a thing. And so.
All right, well, regardless, we'll talk about that later because we are going into the wonderful Fortune Stadium at 2 p.m., which is a common time in the finals verse. Not too sure why.
I'm convinced.
Just like 2 p.m. I think 2 p.m. is a great time.
I'm convinced all the day maps are at 2 p.m. Am I wrong? Is that maybe that's what time they broadcast the game, right? Because it's a game show. It's in a virtual arena. Maybe they just choose 2 o'clock. Like that's the time that it's aired on the finals TV or whatever multi-co
on the
TV station exists. Central. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's certainly possible. So. But jumping on board with Kai. He's paired up with Tactical Turtle and Sakudo, a new name here tonight in the TFC Pugs. Gonna be playing medium on the heel beam, but we're gonna jump on with Tactical Turtle. Last game, he was on medium. Sakudo finding a pick early onto Dakad with that repeater. Aquavex getting deep now. Tactical Turtle looking to get sturdy here with this RPG. Shout out Young for that one. Looking to maybe trade out another kill here. If they just go over to Aquavex, they could easily clean this up. He is by himself. It doesn't look like he's getting any support yet from Jog, who's sitting back with that repeater currently, but Aquavex just playing his life currently. Jog finally coming back over, hits the defib onto Dakad. Aquavex dropping the C4 there, but not going to connect as Sakudo does find Jog. Aqua now going to start the res chain as he tries to get the res out, but instead is going to have to fight for his life here. Does get some damage in onto Kai, but Kai going to flip this fight around and pick up Aquavex there. We're jumping on with Dakad now. We saw the SR-84 last round. This round, we're seeing him on the bow, but unfortunately, it's not enough against Kai's M11, and down go the live wires.
Yeah, the Boundless, again, it just might be the Boundless, buff. I don't know what it is. Oh, my game's tweaking. Anyways... funny, my game started tweaking.
Something else.
Anyways.
Tally it up, ladies.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Stop, he's being mean. Stop. Anyways, getting back into it. The Boundless have now plugged the box into A and are looking to get sturdy again with the live wires. Jumping in with Jog, the CP01 repeater seems to be hitting A-OK tonight, but taking some damage, and the Boundless are trying to get in and maybe get that pick on Jog to H+, bringing everyone back up the fold, the heal beam from Jog, trying to pick Aquavex up so he's ready to go. Definitely an interesting approach here. The building's starting to crumble, Sam. I'm not too sure what is going on because a ton of damage comes out, and Tactical Turtle getting a great pick onto Jog with the SA-1216. Aquavex tries to get the winch, but it's not really enough because the damage is just onslaught onto the live wires, and down goes them almost before I'm even able to finish speaking. The Boundless looking so great here.
Yeah, the Boundless looking really good. Live Wires, I don't really know what happened that fight. I think they just had a case of the dynamism bug, you know. It's just how life goes, unfortunately. But I want to say the previous fight, though, we saw a lot of hesitancy, right? Like, Jog stayed behind for a long time on Izzle there. Didn't pad over, and then when he did, he went for kind of a panic defib that just kind of resulted in his own death. Seems like there's a little bit of disconnect in how the Live Wires are playing currently, but we're going to jump on board with Dakad now to see if he can help even this fight out and get a wipe in their favor. Bo does connect on Dakad. Glitch Grenade, unfortunately, does not connect here as Dakad now is taking returning fire down to 22 HP, needs to kite and wait for that region to kick in. He is pretty separated from his team, so the heal beam out of Sakudo probably not going to be in his favor, but he's on light. We know that the health region does kick in very quickly here. Now rocking with the red barrel, though. I'm not really sure what the plan is just yet. Jog probably finding some info, looking for a pad or something. Did not actually find it. Sakudo does get the pick out of Jog, and that's kind of another positional issue that I'm saying. I feel like a pad there, and then you have the RPG of the red barrel, probably would have gone a lot further, but we do finally see Dakad get a pick onto Tactical Turtle, but it is traded out by Kai. Res from Sakudo coming in onto Tactical Turtle. Now as Jog is down to 3 bars here, Sakudo landing shots with that repeater. He has been on fire this match, Cody.
Yeah, Aquavec's just trying to do anything to get away from this team. The C4 comes in, getting some great damage onto Sakudo, trying to go for the winch, but it just doesn't end up capitalizing. But Aquavex doesn't notice Kai coming from behind with a great flank angle, absolutely just destroying him with the M11. I mean, this team is playing so great, Sam.
Kai doing a great job with positioning and patience and doing the correct thing on light there. You know, he's not face taking the fight along with his team. He found that flank angle, and we saw it obviously pay off. It winded up cleaning up Aquavex. He's obviously dealing with the heavy and medium in front of him. I mean, it is a 1v3 situation, so probably not the best to be in the first place, but at least Kai was safe from the winch, so we got to call that out a little bit. But Kai going to start to put some pop shots in now. Sakudo did look to take some damage, but returned it onto Jog, and we've seen what he can do with this repeater already. Pad play looking to come in out of the Live Wires now as they're going to try to take this height off of the Boundless. Jog landing a shot onto Sakudo. It's now a 1v1 fight there. Sakudo is going to elect to go ahead and drop after dealing a ton of damage to Jog, which hasn't actually been healed up yet. Now the heals come in out of Dakad as Jog is 1 HP, but now comes back up to full strength, Cody.
Yeah, this is definitely an interesting spot for the Live Wires and the Boundless as well, because we can see, right, Aquavex having a great height here, opts to kind of blow up the red barrel to get a good angle, and Kai just getting a great angle as well onto Jog. And now the fight is starting absurd. Down goes Aquavex by the hands of Kai. Kai just doing so much work here with that M11, and he gets behind Jog, beams him down there, and down goes the Live Wires so quickly before we even started this fight. And that's kind of the crazy part that I want to kind of touch on real quick, Sam, is the Live Wires had height. The Boundless were completely on the bottom here, just really in a great, like not a great spot. And then somehow the Live Wires were not able to kind of keep that momentum. It's so interesting.
Yeah, I haven't seen really a lot of like what Tactical Turtle is doing, but I think he's doing a good job of taking space so far. But Kai is just doing an amazing job of finding these flank angles, getting a lot of damage in. I mean, we saw him just hit that dive behind Jog there while he was hitting the heal beam onto, I believe it was Aqua. And, you know, Jog was just kind of a sitting duck, had no idea he was even there, and then Kai just rips him apart with that M11, which has just been absolutely lethal. That paired also with Sakudo's repeater shots has just been absolutely annihilating the Live Wires. But we're going to jump on board with Jog now. Let's see what he can do with that repeater. And actually, we're going to jump over to Dakad and see what he can do with his bow instead. The bow repeater combo is pretty lethal as well, especially if they can coordinate their shots and hit the same target here. But we're not going to see any connect just yet. Now they're going to go ahead and start to make their approach. Jog and Dakad separated, I think, from Turtle right here, which is potentially the opportunity for him to get picked, or I'm sorry, from Aquavex, but does not actually wind up in any harm. That is a dangerous push, though. Now we see Dakad actually getting behind her. He almost finds the pick onto Kai, but Kai getting out safely with the heal beam out of Sakudo. Turtle picking up a pick onto Jog, but Dakad getting the trade out onto Sakudo. A 2v2 situation here as Turtle now gets healed up by Kai. Rez coming in out of Dakad onto Jog. Aqua just kind of looking for some intel here, creating space for his team, making sure that they know if they're going to get pushed and don't wind up just getting jumped on without their knowledge, Cody.
Yeah, Aquabex trying to get the box down, maybe going for the steal, winching it into a great position, but it gets caught on the wall. This isn't a great spot to steal, but they don't have a ton of time, Sam. Aquabex trying to get something with the RPG while the rest of the team gets into a fight. Able to get an angle, ton of damage comes out onto Kai, but so is the live wires. They need to go for a steal. There's not a ton of time. Down goes Aquabex, down goes D-Quad. It is now just Jog holding it out with the CB01, trying to get some sort of damage or something, but is not able to get some sort of angle. The RPG comes in, down goes Jog by the hands of Sakudo, and the Boundless are taking home this one, Sam.
Yeah, Turtle laying in havoc with that SA-1216. I saw it in the kill feed almost every single fight. He was definitely getting some of his own, and I'm curious to see what our final scoreboard looks like. But overall, Boundless just kind of running over live wires there. There really wasn't much more to be said. It just winning their fights, winning their ones. Kai 6-1, doing a great job flanking. Sakudo finding 6-1 as well with 8 assists. Excuse me. And Tactical Turtle 6-1 as well. Everybody finding 6 kills on this team. An absolute demon squad, to say the least, Cody.
Live wires, I feel like watching them play, they really showed a lot of promise, but for some reason it really just didn't capitalize into much. And I'm not too sure if it was just, each one of the Boundless kind of just finding a way to split this team apart, which is kind of what we saw. But man, they really struggled to find any sort of footing in that game, and it's just I almost have no words. It's kind of just insane to see, because the gameplay itself didn't feel that, I don't know. It's just interesting.
The fights ended really fast, which I think made it feel like they weren't really getting necessarily they weren't losing as bad as they probably were. I mean, we look at Jog, for example, 0-7, 1,800 damage. It's just not much happening there. Aqua as well, 0-5 with 1,300. Just really not much of a difference being made. 1,300 support out of Jog as well. It's just overall, I mean, Kai having a field day, 3K support, 4.1k damage, just absolutely laying in. And Sakudo 6.2 with that repeater, which is just insane in comparison, to the 1.8 out of Jog, which Fortune Stadium creates a lot of opportunities for a poke fight, right? And we saw that just unfortunately went in the favor of Sakudo there.
Yep, I think you summed it up perfectly, Sam. And I don't really have any much else to say. It was a game, to say the least. But the question is how are we doing on the queue? I don't know if we have enough people in. It's been a pretty slow day today. Like I said, I think people, still think the bug is going on, which I want to let everyone know that the bug has been fixed. I don't know how public they've been with that. I don't know if they've actually announced that it has.
It doesn't look like they have. It looks like it's just been passed around via word of mouth, which probably doesn't help the situation. But yeah, it has not been pushed out. Yeah, we'll give it a few more minutes here. Let's see if we get any more people joining up in the queue. But I think this week we might be calling it early, Cody.
Yeah, and that's all right. I'm not worried too much, because we have a very exciting next couple weeks coming up. I mean, not only do we have, some really cool tournaments over on the side of Vanguard Gaming with the... What is the name of that tourney? Do you know, Sam?
Oh, great question. I can get the flyer.
I think it is... I feel like I have it in my head.
Yeah.
But I can't formulate it.
I'll see if I can find it. 1 second.
You're good. I'm going to keep talking. PHL quals, literally, tomorrow?
PHL open quals are tomorrow, which are not broadcast.
Yeah, open quals is tomorrow, which is still exciting, though. And on top of that, we move into closed quals this weekend on Saturday, which is going to be incredibly exciting. Sam and I won't be watch partying it, because we'll wait for the good stuff when the actual play days start. But right after that, I mean, it will be back-to-back PHL games every week, which I'm just so excited for. I've been missing it. It's been what I've been needing in my life after the major. I feel like it's been so, kind of, which is good, right? Everyone's been taking a break. It's been simmering down because everything was just so exciting. Such an explosive end to the year. But now it's time to build that energy back up in the form of PHL, and I cannot wait to see all my beautiful boys on the screen, and you will be also seeing us on Saturdays.
Yep.
Because we'll be doing the B stream, which I am also just excited to do. Yeah, the finals esports is growing, and it is ever changing. We've had some insane org announcements with some great teams. So, I mean, dude, M80, we just saw something in our esports channel about Orbit, which is pretty cool. Sam said he might have played a a scrim against them back in BO2 days
I don't-
potentially, which is just fun to hear.
Yeah, it might be that orbit. I really have no idea. But I do have that event ready for you. Let me pull it up here.
What else do we have?
So,
maybe on
spec-
Thursday, Sam, real quick.
So Crest
What are
League
the Thursdays?
event is on February 12th. So next Thursday, which means ATA will probably be moved back an hour or so. So if you tune into the live podcast recordings, just expect that to start probably an hour later. We'll see. But they are hosting what's called Hammer and Scalpels, which is 1 melee heavy and 2 snipers. And their quick cash games. It's round robin, 3 teams per match because it's quick cash, 4 total series. And Cody and I will be running the B stream for this event. It's going to be an awesome time. It's going to be our first time running a B stream for the Crest League, which is hosted by Vanguard Gaming. It's going to be absolutely awesome, and I'm really excited. We just heard about this. I think it was announced today. If you're a goated sniper or melee heavy, this is an opportunity for you. I don't know what the prize pool is. I'm gonna be honest off the top of my head. But yeah, that's it. So it's gonna be a cool event nonetheless.
And I think we have something to say about this week's podcast.
This week's podcast, yeah, we have a special guest joining us, and it is none other than John Finals himself, Artie IRL. He's going to be joining us on the pod. It is going to be, I'm sure, electric, knowing Artie. It's going to be a cool episode. We're going to dig into, his kind of path to content creation, his, path to casting, because he started out not in the finals, I believe. He was doing a lot of Marvel Rivals, doing Frag Punk, doing some coaching, he's kind of done a lot. So it's going to be a great conversation for people who are looking to get into the esports scene and want to know more from outside of the finals, because Artie has a pretty good resume on his hands. So it's going to be awesome. I think it starts here actually at 10 p.m. Eastern. So the pod will be 2 hours late. Is that right? 10 p.m. Eastern? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. 10 p.m. Eastern here on the Finals Central. TFC Cody, TFC Sam, Rio Shouts. It's gonna be a good one. So full hour with Artie nonetheless. It does sound like people are having to hop out of the queue for the night, so we're probably just going to go ahead and call it there.
I think we'll call it, but yeah, just everyone to know. I mean, we'll let you guys know, but pugs are here every Tuesday, so please swing by, okay?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Please.
So
I'll beg. I'll beg. I'm a beggar.
yeah, and it's been busy this week too. I know, like, I was gone. I was going to stream last night and winded up I stayed an extra night in DC because of snow here back home. And so, it's kind of a lot of catch up. So this week was a little bit of a miscommunication, but we got you next week, which will be a good one. So I think that's it. I think we're going to call it there, right, Cody?
Yep.
I'm probably going to stay live, so I'll play the finals. I don't know what Cody's doing. He might be going to build his PC. But I'll be playing finals for a bit. So if you want to hang out and chat with me and things like that, head on over to TFC_Sam on Twitch. I'm going to cut the YouTube streams and stuff. And yeah, we'll get everybody in next week. So thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see you in the finals. Later.